Today, our first class, we're going to see this Domino System Administration Operating Fundamentals. To see this Domino environment, perform basic administration tasks, and examining the Lotus Notes and IBM Domino security, examining this mail routing, then the replication, then extending the IBM Domino environment. This is course for this the first.
Okay.
And after completion of this, you can identify the architecture and the key components of Lotus Notes and Domino environments. You can find the IBM Domino applications. You can describe the basic functions and the process of Domino servers.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing is we need to know before starting this Domino administration, we should know the architecture of client and server. Okay. In a previous class, we talked about there are 3 different clients are available in a Lotus Domino. Lotus Domino Designer, Domino Administrator. Lotus is basically for the end users, which we use for receive the mails. Okay, only for messaging purpose. We can call it a messaging client. Okay, and coming to the second client, which is a Domino Designer, we use this for design and develop Lotus Notes based application as web-based application. This is basically a developer client.
Okay.
Coming back to the Domino Administrator client, this client we use to do all the administrator related tasks or activities. So this is basically called admin client. Okay. So we have 3 different clients and 1 server. And we talked about that there are different types of servers also available. That is utility server, okay, enterprise server, message server. Messaging server is basically for messaging purpose, only for send and receive the mailings. And utility server, we use this for the applications. This server will provide you application related services. Enterprise server, which will provide you both of like a messaging as well as administration related services. So we call this enterprise server for like it's like one server which will provide a messaging as well as application. Okay, so now we know how many clients are there and how many servers types are there. Now we know what is the architecture in between the client and server. About this, the client and server architecture. You see the screen here. We have a diagram here. Bottom of the screen it will say infrastructure services. Top of the screen it will say application services. If you talk the infrastructure services, it is how your infrastructure is implemented in a particular organization. Okay. So the answer is nothing but we need a server and a client, and the client and server should be connected to each other. Okay, connected to each other. How we will exchange the information, how the server will provide the services to the client, how the client will access the information from the server. So this is basically a functionality of the server and clients. How things will happen? See, basically Domino server, the Domino server, it will provide you the client.
Hello.
One Domino server, if you see here, okay. So this one, if it is a server, this server contains the 2 features. One is Domino server feature, another one is a HTTP server feature. HTTP server is nothing but it will provide you the web-enabled features to the clients. Okay, so here Lotus Notes is not provided this web-enabled services. So when from the 6th version onwards, they started this Domino web-enabled services. So we can convert this Domino server as a web server. How can do installation time? I can calculate or after installing also, still options to go and enable the web services.
Okay.
So there are two options. If you decide while you're installing your server, you want to decide like, this should be a web server. Then installing, you have options to select this HTTP services. In case you forgot to select this, enable feature, you've done the installation, not to worry. After still we have options to go ahead and enable the web services. Then server will become a web server, right?
Yes.
So basically, we are learning here the Domino will provide the two server, Domino services and web services. If you talk about this server is connected to the different resources. Domino object store. What Domino object store? This is a feature in Domino 8 onwards. Domino object store is nothing but if you receive any attachments, mails or an application or something like that, the attachments we can store in a separate place. That is Domino object store. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is called a new feature. And coming back to the operating file system, I can do this Domino server to any Windows operating system or AIX or like Linux or any kind of operating system. That is again communicated with the Domino server and with my operating system file system. And RDBMS is nothing but it is a non-nodes database. Other than Lotus Notes databases, if we have any other third-party databases, it is called non-nodes databases. Either it might be RDBMS, Oracle, or Sybase, or anything, or it might be an ERP system, maybe SAP, or something like that. Okay, still connect to ERP, any RDBMS to the Lotus Domino server.
Yeah.
Okay, so the connection services. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the connections. We have different types of connection services. We can connect to Domino server. Okay, once I connect to all these different types of connections to my Domino server, then server will provide us services to the clients. What kind of clients I have? I have a Lotus Notes client. That is not but your Lotus Notes, the client which we use for messaging purpose, and I have a web client. I can access my emails through the web, like Internet Explorer or any web browser, or I can access any Lotus Notes based application which is designed and developed for the web. Okay,
Okay.
only for the mails. So that is called your web client. Apart from that, we have a mobile client. Mobile client is nothing but your BlackBerry or your iPhone or a smartphone where you can access your mails from the Domino server.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the basic architecture of your Domino server client. Is it clear?
Yeah.
That's great. Just a minute, let me check the person is joined. Still not joined. Okay. We talk about like the components. The components basically in a client and server architecture, we have two different components. One Domino server, which is a web enabled. Another one we call a different types of clients. In Domino server, a computer that runs the Domino server program and stores Lotus Notes databases. A server runs services that manipulates the Lotus Notes data. This is called a server functionality. Depending on what the request is and who is the client, server can pull information from variety of sources in the object store and the operating file system, or relational database, or a combination of all these three. This is of your Domino server. Coming back to the clients, this is one of the components. Okay, we have a Lotus Notes client. We talked about all these things. We have a web client. We have we call iNodes. When I talk about the web client, basically in a Domino 8, 7 onwards, 7 version onwards, the web client we call like iNodes. This is the Domino terminology.
Okay.
This is nothing but This is your web client where you can access your mails. Fine?
Yeah.
Okay, so we already talked about in a previous class what kind of what types of servers are available. Utility server, messaging server, and enterprise server. Okay, so skipping this apart and coming back to the default location documents. Location document is nothing but once you install your Lotus Notes client, Lotus Notes client itself has a location document. What is a document? Document is nothing but which connects to your applications on a server by providing a place to specify information such as the name of your mail server, whether it's a pass-through server, or even a Lotus Notes ID to use. Okay, basically location document is nothing but document which contains the user information. Okay, for example, I open my Lotus Notes client. Okay, let me show you that one. It's running my server here. So once I run my server, when I log into my Lotus Notes client, on the bottom of the screen on right hand side corner you can see online here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is nothing but your location document. Okay, so what this location document will provide you the user information, whose person is connected, what kind of service I have to provide to this person. So basically this information will be available in your location document. If you go location document, we have a different types of location documents are available. The first default will be online. Online, if you open any location document here, location document contains the same tabs and same fields and everything. For example, let's open online. We have already opened here. Have basically the next tab here, the first one. It will show you what is location name. My location name is online. A type of location, it is a local area network. I go to the server. Which server I have connected? This is your home server or a mail server. So this server I have connected. Ports are opened by TCP/IP. Mail is on my mail file location is on server. My file path is mail/k whatever the username. This is your domain name. Okay. Then you have the recipient, all the stuff. Then if you internet browser is nothing but you can open any internet browser from your Lotus Notes client itself. Need not come out from your client. Okay. So then go replication. Whether the replication is enabled, if it is enabled, it will give you what kind of replications you want to do. We'll come to all these things. Okay, later. Then thing but where this person user ID file is stored. This user ID file is stored under this path. See user whatever the path has given.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens is if I give all these things, when I log into my Lotus Notes client look for my location document. This location document will connect to server and what kind of services I need to from the server. Okay. So location document is nothing but file is located, my mail file is located. I am giving all this information in my location document. So the server will always look the information in the location document about the particular person. Then the mail will be routed to this person.
Okay.
So if you come back to here, we have types of location documents here. So first one is online. We have seen already. Then offline is nothing but in this, if you have taken your mail file as replica copy. Okay, replica is nothing but a synchronization of your database. It is nothing but I can call in a general term, I can call it a mirror copy of your mail file. So what is the use of taking this mirror copy when you're not connected to the server? If you work online, it with your replica. Work, for example, I have connected to my network. So when I connected to my replica copy, what happens is, for example, I'm traveling. I want to compose. I want to send one important mail, which is a like page of the length is there. So I don't have enough time. While traveling, I will start composing the mail. Okay, keep it as a rough. So when I come back to my office, when I connect to the network, when I click on a send, what happens is this mail will automatically send to the server. It duplicates it. So at the point of time, in case if I received a 10 to 50 mails in my server, when I connect to the LAN, what happens is all those new mails will be dumped into my replica copy. So the mail file in server, the copy in my local hard disk will be synchronized each other.
Okay.
End of the day, both will have the same number of documents and same number of mails.
Okay.
This is a basically use this the replica copy where you can work online with your mail file or any other applications.
So you told me when it is going to dump all the documents?
When you connect to the server.
What happens?
When you go to the server, it will start replicating with each other.
Correct.
Okay, you have two options, especially if you talk about your Lotus Notes client mail system. Okay, but applications, I can still keep it in a schedule.
Okay.
Connected to the server or not, it doesn't matter. If I say that every day 6 p.m. it has to be replicated, it will replicate irrespective of whether you connected or not.
Okay.
Okay. If you talk about your Lotus Notes client mail system, you have an option in your Lotus Notes client. When you close your Lotus Notes client, then should start. Option is there. When you start your Lotus Notes client, the replica will start.
Okay.
Says what is the use of this? You work at home, come to office and start your Lotus Notes client. The replication starts. Synchronized and both copies have a sync. Okay. You do lot of work at office, still playing with a server copy. Okay. Your local copy is not still replicating, right? Okay. What happens is at the end of the day, while in home, you want to update your replica copy, you will close your Lotus Notes, immediately will replicate again with your local copy. So end of the day, it will be updated. Two options. While closing, while opening your Lotus Notes client, the application will start automatically in the background.
We control this anywhere?
Yeah, control it. I'm just giving these are the options which is available. This is not a default.
Okay. Control?
We can do the stuff in a Lotus Notes client preferences.
Okay.
I will show you. When we come to the replication part, I will show you. First, we'll see what are the location documents are there. So the offline document. Okay. When you have offline document, it will silently work with your local copy, replica copy. Never connect with the server.
Okay.
There's nothing but if you're connecting from the home through the broad connection or dial-up connection, either you need to select your home. Okay, location document has information. You're not directly connected to the LAN. You are connected to the LAN through this network. Okay, so one standard network, that's a home. If you can't travel, something, but you are connecting to the different. See, for example, you're traveling from one airport to another airport. You keep connecting to the different, the hotspots.
Yes.
Or not one particular hotspot. If it is a home, it is one particular, right?
Yeah.
If you travel, I'll keep connecting which is available network in my location, right?
Yeah.
So at the time I will select the travel document.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
These are the different types of location documents are available. Okay. And what are the clients are available? Clients types. Okay, Lotus client, web client. Okay, we have seen all this stuff. The 5 features we have infrastructures and productivity, emails, calendar, contacts, components, and productivity tools. These new features are available in Lotus Notes 8.5. Okay, so what is that? The object store. Store is a basic building block for the Lotus Notes architecture. It is all Lotus Notes data resides in the form of NSF application. An application is a solution for particular business problem that may contain one or more databases and other components. What exactly object store? Object store I can call it's a building block for Lotus Notes architecture. So if you put one particular Lotus Notes data, when you enter data, the data everything be resided into one particular place that is called application, right? This application has an extension of NSF. NSF is nothing but nodes storage facility.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so upon that, just give me a minute. For applications, extension is NSF. Okay, no storage facility. Okay, templates. We have templates. So you're a developer, you might have heard this. Templates is nothing but we have extension called NTF. NTF is no storage facility. What is template? Template is nothing but it's a blueprint. I can call it a blueprint of any database. Okay. See, for example, you find one application. Okay. What happens is you call a leave application. Okay. The leave application contains certain what we call certain. So happens is I design with a lot of fields.
Okay.
For example, I'm just giving. I have a certain fields here. Tomorrow happens is one more company comes to you and asks you, suddenly create one more application for us. Yeah. Okay, you see, you have designed this application for a company called ABC company. So, what company called XYZ comes and asks you, I leave application. Okay, so what happens is while I'm designing this application for ABC company, I spent around, okay, I spent around 2 developers. Yeah. When you get the new, the different client comes back to you and asks you, I have one application which is like, leave application. Do you use for this? Then I have one sample which is we designed for the recently one company. I will show this sample. This I did this design, but I exactly the same kind of design, but not the same functionality. Design, but not the same data or whatever. Maybe the same functionality also. Maybe similar kind of functionality. What I do, this is my what? This is my NSF file. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my NSF file. The ABC company. What I can do on this NSF file, I will create a template. The template will give you guide Okay, this exact same design, but you have option with the documents or without documents while creating a template. Since we're designing this application for XYZ company, I want to give a documents to them which belongs to the ABC company, right? So I need only the design, and it will create NTF. Okay. When I this design a template, what I will do, I will start create a new application. I will create a new application with the application. So this new application contains this design. Automatically it starts. So basically what happens is when you design any application, when you create any application, okay, it will create a blank design. There won't be any design. Okay, there won't be design. So when you create any application from the without selecting in template, there will be a blank design, not from the scratch. But if you create any application with templates, give you of template. John? So I don't think so. Basically, since you're a developer, you don't require this much. The thing I'm just giving you.
I think we can skip this topic.
That's great. So the template. So what happens is the templates that will provide you the templates. This is basically object store is nothing but your NSF application. Fine.
Yeah.
The Domino application, we have again components in Domino application. What are the components available? If you want to create one application, then certain components required. Nothing but documents, application, ACE entries, data. ACE entries is nothing but it's your security for the Lotus Notes based applications. Okay, data header is nothing but it's information about your data self itself. So title and replication history and all this stuff. Clear?
Yeah.
We have types of databases and applications which we already discussed in a previous class, like discussion application, workflow application, team room application, library application, broadcast and references application. So your developer, I don't think so require this much, right?
Never used it.
Okay. Maybe you are doing most of the time it's a workflow applications, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that an application which we still can create apart from this workflow, that is called discussion application, which is the forums kind of stuff.
Okay.
Lotus Notes forums?
Yeah.
That is nothing but a discussion application. Okay. The team application, earlier we were calling it team room application in our previous versions, but right now it is not much available because they have introduced a new product called the Quicker.
Okay.
People can project team or the different teams or can collaboration, and they can continue to work with each other together.
But the Quicker is it's a server or how is it?
Yeah, it's a separate server and a separate client.
Oh.
Okay, so the team is outdated. Okay. So the good application is a new feature, and again 8.5 onwards, it will give you, it's nothing but it's like a collection of 2 or more distinct applications that address a business need for specific users can be accessed from one screen. Okay, application is you have heard about this one in 8.5 onwards. What happens is you have different screens in one particular application. Different applications you want to make to get into one application into one screen of that application. Okay.
Actually, I'm confused on this.
So I'll just give you one brief information to you. What is the composite application? Composite application is nothing but, for example, bank. Okay, so the people have a customers like account. Okay.
Yeah.
And we have a same customer who has some